Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be setting up our horizontal planners for the next week of September. Got some sticker sheets here ready to go, as well as a stencil and a fine liner, and these sticker books which I pulled from. Okay you guys, so this week I decided to participate in the all gold spread challenge put forth by young Amy. She wrote a letter to Heather at Kelva Plan and asked for Heather to do an all gold spread to raise awareness for childhood cancer. Gold is the color and September is a month for childhood cancer awareness. So I will link Heather's video above in the cards as well as in the description in case you would like to watch it. Heather is donating all of the proceeds from her video to cancer awareness. I think she's doing Alex's lemonade stand charity, and so just by watching it you are helping to support, so that's really great. I just do my part here to help drive people to Heather's video so more money can be donated. I think that's just a great idea and thought, well, I would love to participate in that. So decided to do the all gold spread. To get started, I pulled out my wax paper and have collected a bunch of gold florals that mostly came out of the Modern Farmhouse sticker book, with a few that actually were in the Happy Quote sticker book, those clustery ones that I just laid down. Those ones were the only ones in there, so I just decided to pull those in here too to help kind of find a place for those, since they really didn't go with anything else and I just happened upon them as I was looking for gold quotes. So I'm going to add those guys in here, and I also grabbed that large gratitude sticker from the Homebody sticker book. So I kind of went into a lot of my sticker books, anything that had, you know, some kind of calm feels and floral feels that I thought might have gold accents. I went in there and tried to pull things. So that's why there's quite a few sticker books. Some sticker books I did not even pull more than 1 or 2 stickers from, but I wanted to make sure in case you were looking for something in particular, you had the stack to choose from. My plan on this spread, as I'm laying things down, is to kind of have the florals spread apart, all in different areas on the spread. Basically just little touches on each day, and you know, I like to do my 3 sections on each day, so I'm going to kind of do that with them randomly mixed up all along. So I will have a space for check boxes, a focus section. Usually I will use a box for that, but not always. And then the other space, or the third space, will be for decor. So just kind of starting with that mental image in my mind and starting to lay things down where I see they could work out. And I was going to use those long checklist boxes, the ones with the circles. I grabbed those from I call it the Color Scheme sticker book, but it's an old one without a name, or at least not a name on the book, and I'm too lazy to look it up. But if you look down below, I'll have it called Color Scheme as the link, if I can find a link. Some of those older books are pretty hard to find nowadays. I did pull a lot of smaller headers there in the corner on the sticker sheet from that book, so it was a good source of small headers for gold foiling. So just trying to find a good balance of decor and checkbox areas. Like I said, those little headers, just kind of mixing them in here and there. Some things I'm thinking of as I'm laying things out is some of the stickers are like more solid gold, and then some are a lot lighter where it's almost like an outlined gold. So I'm trying to mix those up on the spread so it's not like all heavy solid gold stickers together in one spot or all the light and airy ones in another spot. I want to keep it kind of mixed up so that the spread doesn't feel unbalanced or too heavy on any one side. And then, like I said, just trying to fill in the spaces, anything that feels a little bit awkward, but also trying to use a majority of the stickers that I've pulled if they work. Right now I'm working on this Monday, and I did like the header up at the top, but it wasn't going to work very well for my checklist. I really wanted to have a little bit more space there at the top for my checklist, and so I moved it to the bottom. Now I'm going to start laying in some of the kind of gold sparkle fleck that's left over there on the sheet. I pulled the entire sheet out of the Modern Farmhouse sticker book, and so those were also on the sheet. It was just a full sheet of gold florals. I was having a hard time saying florals. It was just an all solid gold, so I just decided to pull it all up. I thought I could use everything on there, and so I just pulled out the whole sheet and went from there. And so cutting these guys up, finding little moments where they would work. And now we're going to actually lay these guys down on the page. So I'm going to start off with this kind of big section down here in the This Week area. I like to start in the corners or on the edges usually. That way I kind of have a basis for how everything's going to fit together. And since there's a really thick black line there and these are very lightly outlined florals, I'm going to white out the background behind it so that it doesn't stand out from behind the floral. I used my Jelly Roll whiteout pen. It's just a white opaque pen that I use to white out things that are usually kind of small. Something as big as that I would have used my dry liner for the most part, but because again the floral is so finely done with the outlining and such, I thought it would be better suited to use the pen all the way across. You can still see the black line a little bit through it. It could use another coat, if you will, of white, but I think for the most part it does what I wanted it to do, which was subdue the background a bit. And then I'm just rebuilding what I had done there on the wax paper, moving things over and not really changing things too much. I have those little sparkle pieces that are flat because I cut them in half, and so I can just easily use that to line them up on the baseline of the day, and that really helps me figure out exactly where things should go. I also cut this circle up. Just wanted the edge to look like it was coming off of the side instead of just free floating. And now I'm putting in that top corner and using my empty sticker sheet to help keep the sticker off of the black line so that I could go in with my pen again and white out that black line. Trying to make sure it dries a little bit so I can stick the sticker down, and that looks pretty good. I also grabbed those lighter gold boxes like the one you see there on Friday from the journaling sticker book. I really did go into all of the sticker books I could really think of looking for pieces and parts. The other gold boxes are from the Colorful Boxes sticker book, and I would have liked to have more of the slightly larger size. I have one of the size that I wanted, but that was the last one, so I had to use some of the smaller ones. They don't fill the space quite as well, but I'm using some of the headers around them to help fill up some of the gaps on those. And many of the other smaller kind of clear quotes came from the Happy Quotes sticker book. And here I just trimmed off the edge, and I'm going to reuse the pieces where they work. And I'm going to separate these out because I think I'm going to change the position of this sparkle here and have it coming in on the side. I thought about covering up the black lines and actually using some kind of gold washi on top of those, just so it was like all gold 100%. But because I'm going to be writing on it in black, I figured that the black lines will just kind of help give it a little bit of weight to the spread so that it's not so light with the gold, because you know, sometimes it depends on the lighting how much you can see on the spread. So I just like having a little bit of black there to help ground the spread when I put in the actual writing. And whiting out again that black line so I can put the florals on top. And this sticker was kind of weird. It was like a bouquet. And again, that one was in the Happy Quotes sticker book, and just a really interesting one. I'm gonna trim it off the kind of stem looking area so it looks more like a cluster, and just use the parts and pieces that I can to help fill in the areas around it. Doing a little bit of sticker surgery here just to get the good bits. And I was going to use this checklist stencil, but I found that I was leaving the pen a little too long on the spread when I was using it, and so it was kind of making a big ink blot, which I didn't like. So I just decided to freehand it, and that worked fine. I'm not needing to be perfect here. So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up down below, and leave a comment if you'd like to get in touch, and think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye!